Neil Beaumont and welcome to Get Published TV. This is the only dedicated show on the internet to help authors and aspiring authors to write, publish and market their own best-selling book in around 8 minutes a day. Now, in today's episode, we are going to look at the covers of books. And I'm going to show you something right now, and I want you to watch very, very carefully, and then afterwards I'm going to talk to you about what this all means, okay? So here's a book. I want you to have a look at it, look very carefully, and if you can read the title, it says, Secrets of Small Business Owners Exposed. Secrets of Small Business Owners Exposed. Have you had a good look? All right, here is another book. Secrets of Small Business Owners Exposed. They're the same book, or are they? Okay, what I'm going to do now is hold them side by side. You can see that they're pretty much identical in the way of titles and in the way of design, look and feel, but if you look carefully, you can actually see that there are different photos on the front cover and also different photos on the back cover as well. Now, the reason why this was important for me and my particular model is that I have a variety of different distribution channels for my book. I sell my book through bookstores, I sell my book directly to companies and corporations, and I also sell my books to people that are actually featured inside my book, so the actual contributors, and sometimes they buy 100 copies or 500 or 1,000 copies. Now, do you think it would be nice that if this person's buying 500 copies, that they're buying copies of the book that have their photo and their name on the front cover? That's a really, really nice touch and makes it a lot more valuable to them, because when they're passing it to someone, they can see themselves on the front cover. Now, I've only got spaces for 6 people on the front cover of my book, and I've normally got like 15 or 16 people in my books, and I didn't want to have all of those on the front cover because it would be too busy, so I could only have 6. So what I actually do is I do 3 versions of my front cover. 6 times 3 is 18. That means I've got 18 different people that I can just chop and change, and so therefore if I've got 16 people, there's 3 versions, and every person gets their supply of books that have their name and photo on the front cover of their book. Does that make sense? Now, you may be wondering, you may be thinking to yourself, okay, that's great, I understand how it would work for you, but why are you telling this to me? Why would that work for me? Well, here's where you got to really listen carefully, but also think a little bit laterally, okay? Because I use a lot of examples, and you may be thinking that's fine for you, but you've got to use your own intellect there and think to yourself, how could that work for me? So let's think about a couple of examples here. Let's just say, I haven't got one on me right now, but let's just say this was a book about selling, about sales. Now, if you've got a book about sales, you want your book to appeal to salespeople that are in different industries. Real estate, automotive, insurance, maybe the network marketing or direct sales industry. There's lots of different people within the sales profession. Now, what you may do is you may actually have your title of your book. Now, your title should remain the same. You don't want to have different titles because that becomes too confusing. But maybe your subtitle could actually be changed, like how real estate agents can win in the game of selling, or how network marketers can win in the game of selling. So you change the subtitle to appeal directly to the market that you're selling those books to. Now, obviously, you've got to have one version that's going to go into the bookstores, and that really can't change. That's got to kind of be consistent. But if you're selling directly to companies or industries, you can personalize it to tailor it for them. So the book is essentially the same, but it's how to actually, how to sell or how to win in the game of real estate through selling or whatever it is. So you come up with a title that is still true, it still works, but that book then has more appeal for that particular group or organization. The other thing that you can do is here at the top there's a testimonial. So you could actually have a quote, and it could be from Joe Girard. Now, Joe Girard is actually a world famous car salesperson. I think he sold 500 cars a year or something insane. He was in the Guinness Book of Records, I believe, in car sales. So if you're in car sales You know, you may know of this person called Joe Girard. So you might put his name as the quote or as the testimonial on the front cover, because when people get that in that industry, therefore they know that person and they instantly recognize. Whereas you may have someone in the network marketing industry such as Randy Gage or Jim Dornan, or someone who's well known in a particular organization or company that is going to appeal to that particular group. So you can change the subtitle, you can change the actual, if you've got a quote or a testimonial on the book as well, or sometimes what you can do is actually put special edition for, and you can put the name of the industry. So here at the top it's got international bestseller. You can either put a quote from someone high profile in that industry, or you can actually put sorry, I've lost my train of thought there, but I can't start this video again, so I'm gonna just scrap that idea and continue forward. All right, on the back as well, you can change the bullet points to be more relevant to the group that you're actually selling those books to. Because when you write, bullet points, you can write like 50 or 60 different bullet points. So as long as they're all true, you can tailor those bullet points more directly to the people that you're actually trying to sell the book to. Now here's the real kicker. All that's kind of great, all that's good, but one of the things that I've chosen to do, I didn't do it in my first book, but all the books since then, so yeah, that's blank, I've actually chosen to print on the inside cover, because it only costs a few cents extra, but when you open my book, you see all the other books that I've actually produced as well, okay? And I've also got some stuff at the back right there. Now what you can do is you can actually, when you're approaching an organization, if they say, look, we want to buy 500 copies, or maybe not that many, but maybe if it's 1,000 or 2,000, it's more than that. You can use this as your leverage. You can say, look, if you order 500 copies, you just get the standard version. But if you order 1,000 or more, then what I'll actually do is I'll customize the cover for your company. And what we'll do is we'll put here a message from the CEO or the president or vice president or whoever it is of your company right here. And then you can put a photo of them there. So that means that the books that they're getting are actually customized. They're tailored for them, and they've got here, they're using this space here for a message from someone, and here maybe they're actually, you can customize this right here to be a promotion for their company. So it can be used that way as well, or if they're actually using it as a lead generation device and maybe they're giving them away at trade shows or expos, then maybe here they've actually got like an advertisement, an ad. Now you may decide that you don't want to do that, or maybe if you sell 10,000 books, then why not? Why not use that space as a way to sell more books? Yes, it is a bit of a promotion, and you may feel it's cheapening my book a little bit, but if you're selling 10,000 books at $10 a piece, how much is that? That's $100,000. Do you think that'll be worth it? If you just did one of those in a year, that's a really, really good deal. Okay, so I just want to open up your mind. Most people don't even know this. Most people don't know that you can actually have the same book with multiple covers. And so that's a little trick, or something that you may want to think about, is that you're actually going to print, maybe you print 5,000 books. What you say is, I want you to put covers on only 2,000 of those books, and I want you to store the other 3,000 books at your storage facility. Now that's going to cost you some money in obviously warehousing costs, because you're storing them at the printer. But then it means if you sell 1,000 books to a particular company and you want to put a new cover on it, you don't have to go back and just do a new print run of 1,000 books, because obviously your costs are going to be much higher when you're doing 1,000 as opposed to 5,000 or 10,000. Is this all making sense? All right, now there are much more things that you can do as well, and you can do the same thing for fiction writers as well. This example was primarily for non-fiction writers and authors, but you can do this for fiction as well. Now, I'm not going to talk about that because I am running out of time right now. I may cover it on a future episode, but again, take the idea, take the message, and tailor it to suit what you want to do and achieve. All right, I know this was very valuable. If you really pick up on this, it can transform your whole your book business, and you can get heaps more additional sales and make lots more money. So I'm glad that you're watching this video. There's lots of other exciting videos on getpublishedtv.com. please go there if you haven't already. Maybe you're there right now watching it. I hope you are, but if you're not, go to the website, subscribe, and that way you can get all these future episodes directly on your computer or maybe onto your iPod, iPhone, so that way you never miss another episode like this. This is Dale Beaumont from Get Published TV. Leave us your comments below and we'll see you again next time.